back to the Necro Zoo. I am Bones. And in this one, now I have been requested this a couple of times. Recently, Josh from Before Figs requested it. So since I did hit 700 subscribers, I decided to go ahead and do a little office tour slash collection video. Now, before we get into that, I'd like to talk a little bit about the channel and YouTube. And if anybody knows me, they know that I basically do this because I really enjoy collecting figures. Always have. Now, I do collect other things like movies, horror movies, and I also do a lot with working out. So I split my time up, and this is what I choose to do with my free time because, like I said before, I love collecting figs, and it's just something I've always liked and enjoyed. And watching YouTube channels that also like collecting figs is what got me into this. I always knew that this channel was gonna like bounce between, subject matter because of wrestling, movies, uh, physical fitness, and then the figures. So it was never basically about one thing, which is why it's actually called the Necro Zoo, because it's made up of a cornucopia of different subjects. But just recently I had started to get completely more into figures and customizing, so that's where we've ended up, but really enjoy it. Now, another thing you might know about me is I'm not really in this for subs or anything like that. I do appreciate everybody that subs and watches the videos and comments because that's really what I'm in this for. Now, I would rather have 100 subs and get 100 views and actually interact with people than to have 2,000 subs and get 100 views and like nobody comments, just like one person. So I really enjoy communicating with you guys. So that's really what I'm in this for. Customizing has, taken over a large part of my time when I get to it. That's something I really enjoy as like it's kind of like a calming, therapy session for me where I get to just, not think about stuff and just get into the customizing. Every time I do it, I learn a little bit more. As I have stated, appreciate everybody that subbed, appreciate everybody that communicates with me. I really feel like if we could build the DC, slash other figures community, into a strong, bonded community, we could actually get, things made that we want, and we could get a voice out there that will transition into like reaching goals that the community as a whole wants. So that's another reason why I never really talk about like drama or that I dislike Marvel Legends or anything like that, because I don't want to be negative. I would rather be positive and concentrate on what I love and what I hope you guys enjoy as well. Let's get into the little tour. Let's do it. So this is the door, the entrance to my office. Of course, here on the back I have my Spawn poster from the HBO series. Pretty cool animated series. Then up here I have my DC Superhero slash DC Classics poster. You don't really see these, so cool to pick one up. Here I have my Conan stuff. Really love Conan, especially like the Savage Sword. Just the stories and the rules of like how Conan lives his life. Pretty cool. Really get into this one day and talk about some of my favorite stories and the lessons that Conan gives. Interestingly enough, are pretty deep. Now this is the first thing I'm going to start using to make my custom Conan figure. Now he does only have one bracelet, so I did find another one on eBay. Got it pretty cheap, so now he'll have both bracelets whenever I get to doing that. And then up here we have my DC Superheroes collection. Kind of tough because they're all back there, but hopefully you could make them out. But have a lot of these. And then we know when Mattel went into the Batman Legacy and Batman Unlimited. And then the DC Signature. The last breaths of DC Universe Classics. Still have a Constantine Black Mask and the Mirror Master in box. I just never had the heart to open them, but one day I will. All these are getting, you know, kind of expensive, so. In this closet here I have, that's all my gear from wrestling, my boots, like, you know, stuff the pads and all that. Just have it in there. One of the belts I still have. You could see it in there. NECA's Defenders of the Earth. Now I am a fan of these guys, but they're really bad in the QC issues, but oh well. They're like figures that are waiting to go to storage, or ones that I haven't used yet. I got shirts here that I use for the reviews. And then you got some of those Legends of Dark Knights figures. These cool, like, display ones from McFarlane. Savage Dragon. Ripclaw. Some other, what are those, the Youngbloods or whatever. Pretty cool. And here I have more shirts for the reviews. Here we have my McFarlane's that I like to keep in here. Got that Heap, that Overkill, awesome figure. The Mortal Kombat first one. The Kickstarter with my custom mask. Creech. Got the original Gunslinger back there, and the Cygor. Pretty cool. And then I made this with the head that came with the Kickstarter. Al Simmons. And then my coveted Spawn with the Arsenal. Pretty cool. Now in these drawers here, I have like extra figures or things that I'm waiting to use, or fodder. More just junk in there. I guess I could move this. This is all like fodder parts. These are the masks I use for the reviews. This is my 2003 Mattel Batman unboxed, because I do have most of these in box in storage, except for this one. This is one of those European releases, so this one's like You don't really see that one a lot. But I really love these figures. I don't know why. Just like the variety. And this is like when they went from this, and then this is actually a DC Superheroes where they added like all the articulation. So this is like the jump. And of course, this is my coveted all 20 waves of DC Universe Classics unboxed loose, and also a couple of extras in there. But I also have all of these mint in package, but that's in the storage. But really awesome collection. I made this, I have a video where I made this display just for these figures. And then this was like the last figures. That Red Robin, the Renegade Nightwing, that Superboy Prime. That was it for the run. You know, this is what you usually see there on the So this is my desk. Industrial. Pretty cool. I'm going to start working on this custom unmasked Bruce Wayne from The Dark Knight Returns. Took off the cape, and then I ordered this gun, and I painted the front part, but I'm going to work on that. They're like, always have little junk here. Always. Cool. The graphic novels, I don't know if you ever like get to see which ones they are, but these are all graphic novels. Some are pretty old that I've had for a long time. Come over here. Now, this is my cup. I usually have tea, unsweetened tea, if not black coffee, but that's usually what's in there, if you guys ever wanted to know. My favorite brushes for my custom work. I want to make a Superboy from Young Justice, but with the black. That's a joke there. I didn't have no room, so I just made this little thing with like stuff I like to watch handy. Now, I never made a video about this shelf, but I did make these, which is all like my custom DC Classics figures. I never made a video on it, but I did do it like on the down low. These are all customs. And then this is my Young Justice figures. You don't really see people talk about these, but this was also part of that kind of slash DC Universe Classics line. Harley with her shoes. And then I got all my boxed DC animated movies back there with the like special editions with the figures. The custom repaints of the Justice League. I'm almost done with the Superman, and then I'll just make the video, and then I could get into the Batman. More movies. These are the steel books. Some DC Direct. Flashpoint. Really love these figures. Here I have like the animated movies, like a TV series, Batman Beyond, all the Batman series back there. I love this Simon Boz. I wonder if McFarlane will ever make this figure, but for now this one's pretty cool. I love that Superboy. I'm a big Superboy fan, but it has to be this like black t-shirt and jeans style. These are like movies, like DC movies. You know, all the original Batmans and some Swamp Thing in there, Supermans, Suicide Squad. And then for some reason, I never really liked the Mattel movie figures, but for some reason I did like the Batman ones. So I went ahead and like was just buying those only. And then down here in the bottom you have the Dark Knight with the cowl gift set. And then the Batpod from the Dark Knight gift set. And then my Dark Knight Trilogy collection. That's a pretty cool set. The boxes from the Spawn Kickstarter. And my 5-pack Last Night on Earth. Custom Joaquin Phoenix Joker. Pretty crazy how I made that. I do have a video on how I made that. My repainted Bane and Scarecrow. All my repainted Dark Knights metal, my Grim Knight custom, Bizarro, Hellbat, Last Night on Earth repaints, and then here just have, you know, my custom Batman Who Laughs with his Robin Crows. I just did this masked, domino masked Red Hood. Some more customs. I love that Deathstroke custom that I did. You could actually take out the gun. Custom repainted Joker. Christopher Reeve Superman. This is where I'm gonna put my Build-A-Figures kind of, but all my cards. The Legion of Superheroes for Matty Collector. My Bat Raptor. That's when I this what is it, Mark? He drew that for me when I got 100 subscribers. Pretty cool. My Banes, that's a custom Bane that I made. And the Nightfall. The Collector Build DC Universe. That Lethal Impact Bane from the Legends of Dark Knight. And then my Mattel shelf. A lot of these I have actually in box as well in storage. Definitely these I do. I was liking the pinless technology from Mattel at the end, but the they lost the license, and then we wouldn't have what we have now from McFarlane. And my 2-packs of DC Universe Classics. Just some random extra figures that I had. These are actually from the Legion of Superheroes. And Mobius there. No, Metron. No, I customized this, but I never showed it. But this is like the Flash from the Dark Knight Returns. But I actually put him different boots. But I really liked him. I just never showed him. But this is actually a custom that I did. And then the 5-packs, there's the Public Enemies back there. It's hard to see, but let me get a light. Public Enemies. The Syndicate. Gotham Knights. Oh, this is the Green Lantern 5-pack. And the Superpowers. Super Friends back there. Green Lantern versus the Manhunters. Little shelf there. And then some 2 Dooms. And Many Lives of Batman. That's another custom I made there. I just never showed it. But that unmasked Batman. It's a custom. And then all my collector builds. That Solomon Grundy, King Shark, Clayface. Oh. Then what is it? Lex Luthor, his throne. Death Metal Batman on the cycle. My double gripped White Knight Batman on the Bat Cycle. These are all figures like when I'm getting ready to review them or show them, or haven't done anything with them yet. That's my replacement for when I made the Harley Quinn shoes. And this is all the shelves. Funny, when I started this, I have a picture of like what I started with on this. It was like a flat black shelf, and now it's just getting out of hand. And then my spawns, Mortal Kombat spawns. The animated I put down here. And then I still need to make a custom Thomas Wayne, custom Arkham. I've never opened these, but I've been meaning to. DC Collectible Nightwings. I just got that for real cheap. And just some other figures. The Suicide Squad I still need to get into. And the couch. And then this will be my next review. Oh, pretty much that's it, guys. I didn't know how long this would be, but it's probably been long enough. But that's basically it. Probably the last thing I could show you is my drawers. Now in here, I just have things I need to get to. I want to get a head for that red hood, and then the new paints I've been using, the Mondos. Whenever I pull out that like probe, it's right here. More paints and stuff, brushes. Well, that's about it. Stuff I haven't gotten to, but that's basically it. You guys actually got to see a lot of stuff, so that's the whole office. Pretty much everything in here. You guys take care out there. See you on the next one.